Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Today we will be learning how to make a game with Haxeflixel. This video is the start of a series where we are learning how to make a game in Haxeflixel. So anyways, without more gargara, let's start. So first things first, we are going to need to install Haxeflixel. How we will do this is we will go into haxeflixel.com. So, haxeflixel.com. Here you will see a list that says 1, 2, 3, and it says getting started. Press this. So, it says getting started. Now, when you are in the getting started page, it will tell you, welcome to Haxeflixel. To set up your Windows, Linux, or Mac system, to start making games, there are 3 steps. 1, 2, and 3. If you have never ever worked with Haxe, you need to install Haxe. So let's go into number 1. So number 1 is going to bring you haxe.org to /download. You are going to press Windows, OS X, or Linux. Linux, I will maybe have a separate tutorial for it, but now I do not have any plans for the Linux. So press Windows 64-bit if you are on a Windows 64-bit system, or Windows 32-bit if you are on a 32-bit system. But make sure you press installer, because installer, it will help you a lot. I have already installed it, so I'm not going to show you, how it's supposed to be installed, but I think it's very straightforward to install with the installer. Next, once you have done that, you can go back into the Haxeflixel. You can go into install Haxeflixel. So, you will be brought to this page, install Haxeflixel. It will give you a few commands. So, you're going to run them step by step. So, what you are going to do, you are going to open your command prompt. But obviously, what you have to do is first you have to restart your computer after installing Haxe, the language. So after you have done that, you can open install Haxeflixel page and go to command prompt. So what you will do, you will copy the haxlib install lime, haxlib install openfl, and the haxlib install flixel. You will paste those 3, you will paste it. It will for me, it will show you already have openfl installed, haxlib install flixel. It will show me now you already have all of these installed. Great. So you need to run this one, haxlib run lime setup flixel. It looks like a new language. I know, it looks like new language, but you have to deal with it because you want to make game and you want to make a 2D game. So it's going to check for all your libraries, and it's going to start doing a lot of things. These actual libraries which you are seeing here, the one which is saying it's up to date, these libraries, they are needed for Haxeflixel to work properly. And then and this is actually a very important command, haxlib run lime setup. So you now paste it here. It will give you, it will start installing hxcpp and give you lime samples. So you also need these install the flixel command. So you need to copy these 2 and you need to paste haxlib install flixel tools, haxlib run flixel tools setup. Do you want to set up the flixel command alias? Yes. My default IDE is Visual Studio Code. Do you want to automatically open the creator templates and demos Visual Studio Code? No. So now it set everything up. Now you are pretty much ready to work. Now, but you do not have a code editor. You need to go back to getting started, and after that see where it says after that you have to choose an editor /IDE to work with. The most popular option is Visual Studio Code, which has its own pages here. So Visual Studio Code, you press on it, it will will tell you a bit about this one. So what you can do, you can go Visual Studio Code, you can press this first link. But if you don't have Visual Studio Code, follow along. Download for Windows, and then it will tell you thank you. Then you wait for the user setup. Okay, this part. So now now you can press this button and double click on VS Code user setup. If ignore this is just for my Windows install. Something is wrong with mine. Accept agreement. Select where you want to install. Don't create a start menu folder, or add all of these. Then you wait. Better you also create a desktop icon and add these two other. Then next, then you can press install. But I have all setups not complete. I'm not doing it. It's because I already have Visual Studio Code set up for my environment. So now let's go back. We are going to need to install a few things. So we need to go to so now after you have installed it, go into Visual Studio Code. If it's not here, okay, it's not going to show up. So you need to I have Visual Studio Code. I have Insider's version. My green one means I am getting it like straight from the GitHub. So this one you can ignore it. This one also you can ignore it. Don't say this is only for me. Ignore what I did. So now go in extensions and search for Haxe extension pack. You install this. You just press here. It will show you a button called install. Then once this one is installed, you search for Lime. You press install and wait for it to finish. Once that has finished, you are pretty much ready. Now you have to actually get the template. So what you have to do, you have to go into, you have to write in Google, Haxeflixel game jam template. So it will show you Haxeflixel /game jam /template. You will press this button, or this hyperlink actually. That's it. And then it will tell you a bit about it. You don't need to do anything. What you are going to do, okay, so what you have to do, don't click use this template. This one, don't. You go code and then you download a zip. So game jam template master, I don't know what. Now you have it. And then you can extract to game jam template master .zip. So game jam template master, you put it into downloads. Then you have almost everything ready for your this one. Now let's actually do some code. Let's actually just do some setup. So what you're going to do, you see the name of your project or this folder, press F2 on it and rename it to whatever you want to call. So I'm going to call mine YouTube tutorial. So and then this YouTube tutorial, I'm going to take it to my external disk. You don't need to take it to your external disk. You can keep it in C. You can keep it, for example, somewhere in a dev folder, or you can keep it just like this in C. But I like to keep it in D. So project prog, and I'm going to put it here again, and I'm going to put it in games. So now what we are going to do, we are going to right click, open with Code Insiders. or with code. It will show you. Now that everything is ready, you are going to go project.xml. You can change your title to whatever. I'm going to call it YouTube tutorial file game jam template. This doesn't need to change. You can also call this YouTube tutorial main whatever. You can change the version and you can change the name. Okay, so now here comes a very important section. So there is a part in this series where we are going to implement Discord custom rich presence. So basically, what is Discord custom rich presence? It's when you are playing a game and it's showing up on your Discord that your username is playing a game for this long and this parameters. So if you want that, if you want it, then you need to get rid of HTML5 code. We cannot be compiling for HTML5 if we want Discord custom rich presence. So yeah, I think otherwise we don't need to do anything else. Or if you want to change the width and height of the window, you can do it between these lines, between line 19. Between the line 19 window to FPS, leave FPS and change only width and height. So that's all the setup for project XML. And now let's head into source. So here you will have three files: asset paths, main, and playstate. So if we run this right now using now let's wait for the terminal to open. Let's ignore this entire section from the down, and then go line test and then Windows. But Windows, for example, if you are on Mac, you write Mac. If you're on Linux, you write Linux. So now wait for it to kind of just test for now. So now that everything has compiled, you will get a window. It will tell you YT tutorial at the top, and in the middle it will say hello world. Okay, this is a good start. So now what you can do, you can close out of this window, and we are going to need to do a lot of refactoring for this one. So first you can delete .github and click delete.github and its contents. Then you have VS Code, assets, and export. Keep export, but inside of HTML5, delete the entire HTML5, because we are not going to be exporting to HTML5 at all. If you are, that's only if you want the Discord custom rich presence. If you don't want, ignore that last step. So now we are going to create three folders. We are going to create states with small, that's the most important, states and entities. So states and entities. So you're going to put play state in states, and that's it. And you are going to go from and you're going to delete asset paths, as we will not be using it. And then you can just keep that here. So you will now be receiving an error: application not found, application main. This is where main. Okay, new play state. It will not actually allow you to do this. So states, play state, package, states. So now I don't think any errors. And then main, package, and then import states.playstate. So now it will actually allow you to use this one. So you need these two. What we can do we can write here from the top // actually no need. So you can just keep that this way, and you can delete get ignore. Haxe format.json, you actually do not need it because my project in Haxeflixel does not have one, and you also do not need the readme. Project.xml you need like 100%. hx format you do not. I did not delete it, so now it actually deleted. So now that's it. So for this episode, that's it. In the next episode we will cover a lot more things, and also as a closing note, everything, every web page that I visited, I will have a link to it in the description. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.